students, you would have watched our lesson Taj Mahal on the Victor's channel. Now, let's have a discussion regarding that. So, we studied the story of Till. A story is for understanding. But our lesson, Taj Mahal, is a poem. And a poem is for appreciation. ഒരു കവിത ആസ്വദിക്കാനുള്ളതാണ്, കഥ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ. For appreciation, we have to identify poetic devices in the poem. Come to the poetic devices in our lesson, Taj Mahal. So first one is the rhyming words. Rhyming words are words ending with same sound, but they are in different lines. Okay, let's look at the first two lines of the poem. You know, Emperor of India, Shah Jahan, that life, youth, wealth, renown. There, you find that the word Jahan and renown, both these words end with an N sound. So, the rhyming word here is Jahan, renown. Let's have one more example. All float away down the stream of time, your only dream. So what are the last words? The last words of these lines? Time and dream. Even though you find that the spelling is different, their last sound is the same. Time, the last sound is the M sound, and dream, the last sound is the M sound. So time and dream are also rhyming words. Looking into a rhyming word, it is taken only from one stanza. So what do you mean by a stanza? A stanza is a paragraph in a poem. Okay, now let's look at these lines. The harsh thunder of imperial power would fade into sleep like a sunset's crimson splendor. Here you find that you find power and splendor, even though these words end with the R sound. But in between these two lines, there is another line with a different sound. Even though the line in the middle is having a different sound, power and splendor are rhyming words. So it does not mean that it should come in the next line. It can be repeated in the paragraph, or to say in its stanza, to become a rhyming word. The next one is the rhyme scheme. So what is the rhyme scheme? It is a pattern in which rhyme is ended. What do you mean by that? It is usually referred by using letters to indicate which lines rhyme. I think I will make it clear to you with an example. So rhyme scheme is also based on stanza. So what is a stanza I told you? Yeah, what is a stanza? Stanza is a paragraph in a poem. Yes, what is a stanza? Stanza is a paragraph in a poem. Okay, now let's look into these lines. You knew, Emperor of India, Shah Jahan, that life, youth, wealth, renown, or float away down the stream of time. Your only dream was to preserve the heart's pain. So we told it takes into account the last words of the line, right? റൈം സ്കീം കാണാൻ ആ വരിയിലെ അവസാനത്തെ വേർഡ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണമെന്നാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ലുക്ക്. സോ ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് ലൈൻ ഓർ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് വേർഡ് ജഹാൻ, സെക്കൻഡ് ലൈൻ റിനൗൺ, തേർഡ് ലൈൻ ടൈം, ഫോർത്ത് ലൈൻ dream, and the last line pain. So these are the last words of the line. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് വരികളിലെ അവസാനത്തെ വേർഡുകൾ. Okay, these are the words which come at the end. Jahan, renown, time, dream, pain. So when we told that it uses the letters of the English alphabet. English alphabetകളിലെ ലെറ്ററുകൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചാണ് റൈം സ്കീം കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. So Jahan is N sound at the end. So in that stanza or in that paragraph, wherever N sound comes, you have to use A. ആ പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ എവിടെയൊക്കെ N സൗണ്ട് വരുന്നോ അവിടെയൊക്കെ A യൂസ് ചെയ്യണം. So Jahan is A. Renown, N sound. So you have to repeat the A. Time, is it N sound? No, it is M sound, right? So you have to use the next letter. Which is the next letter? A? Yes, B. Dream, time, M sound. Dream also, M sound. So you have to use B. And the last word is pain, which is the N sound, and for N sound we have given A earlier, so it becomes A, and the rhyme scheme is AA, BB, A. Coming to the next is simile. So what is a simile? It is a comparison using like. Okay, let's look into this line. Would fade into sleep like a sunset's crimson splendor. Sunset's crimson splendor is compared to what? Fading into sleep. So simile is used for comparison. താരതമ്യം ചെയ്യുക. And when you are using a simile, you have to use like. Then it is a simile. Like ഉപയോഗിച്ച് താരതമ്യം ചെയ്താൽ അത് എന്താണ്? സിമിലിയാണ്. So this is a simile. The next one is images. It is used to give sensory experiences. So which are the 5 senses we have? The senses are sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. We have 5 senses. നമുക്ക് പഞ്ചേന്ദ്രിയങ്ങളാണുള്ളത്. And the images are based on these senses. പഞ്ചേന്ദ്രിയങ്ങളെ അടിസ്ഥാനമാക്കിയാണ് ഇമേജസ് ഉള്ളത്. Okay, sight is visual. What we see is visual image. കാണാൻ കഴിയുന്നത് visual image. Sound is auditory. കേൾക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നത് auditory image. So these are the images which we have to do now. നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഇമേജുകൾ ഇതാണ്. ബാക്കിയുള്ളത് അത് വരുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യും. Like a sunset's crimson splendor. When you read this line, what happens? You get a picture in your mind. ഈ വരി വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ മനസ്സിൽ ചിത്രം കയറി വരും. This is the picture. It's a sunset time, right? When you get a picture in your mind, it is a visual image. Now, the harsh thunder of imperial power. When you read this line, you get a sound in your mind. Thunder. What is thunder? Are you familiar with this sound? Yes, when rain comes with lightning, മഴ പെയ്യുമ്പോൾ മിന്നലിന്റെ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ശബ്ദം. So that's thunder. So we get a sound in our mind. So when we get a sound in our mind, that is an auditory image. What you have to do is, you have to read the poem and find out the visual and auditory images in the poem. And you have to send it to me as your